Yeah, that's fine. All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. There's no viewers yet. So today is Tuesday, and we decide to live because it's been a few days that we're been busy. So and we don't make a video or do some live because I wanted to live yesterday Tuesday,
Right.
and
Let me
we
turn this mute
decide
off.
to live.
There. So I don't have the echo.
Yeah. It's a football game yesterday, so that's why we don't do live. Game, where is it? So welcome to our live. We have one viewers. No pictures. I should have to put a thumbnail there because now it's black.
Oh. Oh, it is. Okay. I'm just trying to log in here so I can see any comments.
Ay nako. There you go. So what do you want to talk about today? Let me open this door so we have enough light.
Yeah. Sure. That's good.
It's raining.
Yeah, it is. It
It's
is raining.
raining during the what's this? Sunny. And it's
Sun
raining.
shower. Yeah.
Yeah. So our weather here in the Philippines, in our area, it's what call is that? It's raining, but it's not a serious rain.
Like
You know.
cloudy, overcast
Mm-hmm.
every day, which is nice because it keeps the sun down. But you get the rain every now, and it's okay. We don't mind the rain.
Right. It's also make color for the rain. How it's this? Okay. So comment to our video and anything that you want to ask about, living here in the Philippines, and also preparation for if you were there in the US still and you're planning to move here in the Philippines,
Questions?
what is the first thing you have to do and plant?
Mm-hmm.
So he can explain to you and he can answer everything your question because he is the one who moves here.
Somebody said mabuhay.
Yeah, mabuhay. It's what is the mabuhay in English? It's welcome.
Welcome. Ah, that's right. Philippine Airlines. Mabuhay.
Yeah, mabuhay.
That's right. I remember that.
Oh, Ilocos Pinoy. I think it's Filipino. Yeah.
But what's going on with us? The kids are busy with school. They had a holiday weekend this weekend, so everybody was off on Monday, but today they're back at school and we have some errands to do today. We've got a plumber coming to the house to do some work, so we've got a little few things today.
Mm-hmm.
But everything's going really good. We're really settled in this. We were talking over the weekend about how peaceful this house is for us because it's like a little oasis in the middle of this town. The town's quiet anyway, but this house is in a little section that's off the main street and it's very, very peaceful. So.
Mm-hmm. Somebody give us heart. Wow, thank you. Oh, it's Valentine's tomorrow.
That's right. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I already gave you some of your Valentine's gifts, but not
I
all of them
know.
yet.
Oh, really? So that I have still coming?
Let's see. I didn't.
I got it.
I said you got some of them. You got most of them already, but yeah, we got yeah.
Well, as to be with you, you're the gift every day for me. So,
Yeah.
ding.
But everything is good. Everything is. I'm feeling like I'm finally getting acclimated to the Philippines. It takes, from what I hear from other people who've come here, it takes a good 2 months to really start to feel your body's all adjusted, you're adjusted to the local area, and your food, your diet's changing here, so it's all a lot of changes and it takes time. But I'm starting to feel like it's more normal than I'm here as a new person. It's feeling more regular now, so I feel good about that. It's
Okay. So, how did you? Uh, so, if anyone doesn't want to ask, so I ask him. So you know what his, opinion. So, what makes you uh, choose the Philippines to move here?
ta-da.
No.
No, I think that because when I was in the service, I was in Japan, and I loved Southeast Asia, but I love the Philippines because of the diversity here. Because you have all these islands. It's not just one island. There's many islands with different cultures and different unique things to those islands. And I think being a place where it's pretty safe for Americans to come. It's not a dangerous environment. It's pretty safe for the most part.
Some area.
Some areas, but that's anywhere. Yeah, but I think that and just the people, the friendliness of the people, and the culture, and that makes it easy to say, okay, this is going to be home, and then you can still travel somewhere else if you want to. But to me, it's very comfortable to come here.
All right. So, what did you? What's this? Before you, I know you're not thinking. You're thinking so many country.
Right.
And before you decide to move here, I know I am one of the reason. But how did you feel when you first experienced to come here to visit here in the Philippines because you never been here? So, what make you decide that this country that you want to live?
Yeah, I think that just the more I studied it, the more I looked at it, I just really felt like it was a great culture for me. It was a great area that I could come to and see the physical beauty of the country, all the mountains and the water and the farms and all those things and the diversity. It's no two island is alike. I think a lot of Filipinos will tell you if you go from Luzon to, you know, Negros, or from these other,
Mindanao.
yeah, from all these different islands, there's differences. There's a lot of differences in the islands, and I think that's good. That's a good diversity that's here. So I really and I remember when I first came here, and when I was flying from Manila to here in Bacala, the airport, I just remember how beautiful and how green everything was. Flying over the mountains and then seeing all the sugarcane fields, and from this area, it was so beautiful, and there's so much open land here. Well, it looks open, but it's really sugarcane stuff. So, but very beautiful.
Wow.
And then she tricked me at the airport. When I got to the airport, I remember I got there, and they were having at the airport they were having a big mascara, because mascara was just starting, and they were having a big mascara parade at the airport. So when I walked out of the airport, I didn't know about mascara, and I saw all these people dressed up in funny outfits, and I was like, "What's going on here?" It's everybody's wearing. It's like Halloween. Everybody's got costumes on, but it was mascara, and so I was watching that, and she snuck up behind me and and put her hands, tapped me on the shoulder or something, and I was like, "Oh, okay, you got me." But I was distracted with mascara. So,
Wow.
but I remember
That's
it being
good.
beautiful. It's just very beautiful, and it still is.
Right. And, your first visit, what makes you decide that you know, uh, to plan for the next trip that you're staying forever here.
Well, I think you and me together. I mean, when I first came out, we had been talking for a while, but you still want to meet the person physically. You want to meet them in front, because we had seen each other on video a lot as we talked every day, but it's just something about being with somebody physically that you can get to know them a little better and stuff. So when I came out the first time, it was really because I wanted her to feel comfortable with me and vice. I mean, I was pretty comfortable with her already, but because she has children and a family and roots there, I wanted to make sure that was the other part was her family. I wanted to make sure they were comfortable with me too. So that time of spending here was really just to. Afterwards, we talked and said, "Yes, this is all lights are green. Let go. It's good." So
All lights is green, huh?
no red stoplights, all green lights. Yeah,
No
go.
red flag. Wow, that's good to know.
Yeah. So I think that was it, and then just
So, how, what kind of advice that you have to give to these guys that they're planning to come over here in the Philippines for the first time, and what they have to do, what they should have to do before they plan over to move here?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of videos from a lot of bloggers out there with advice on do this, get this bank thing set up, get these documents, sell all your items. There's a ton of YouTube content that has bits and pieces of everything. So I encourage somebody to don't just watch one person, watch many, because some people leave out important things, and if you watch 4 or 5 of them, you'll get a good idea of, okay, I need all these things, and I still miss some things. So before I moved here, I was in Florida in the US, and I owned a house, and I sold the house before I was planning to come here. But I knew I was going to be coming here in the next year, so I thought, let me rent this way. When I'm ready to come, I can go. But when I sold my house, I sold all my furniture with it. So I was in an apartment with very little furniture because I was getting ready to move. And it still was hard to pack up everything. It still was hard to get rid of everything. I gave a lot of stuff to my children. I sold some other things on the online forums and Facebook Marketplace and things. And I still had stuff I ended up throwing away because I couldn't donate it or give it away. So don't underestimate how hard it is to get rid of everything. It takes time. You have to really go through and don't put that off. It takes time. And I ended up sending Balikbayan boxes, and I thought I was going to only send 5 or 6, and I ended up sending 26. So that gives you an idea of, but that's a good deal because you can ship a lot of things over here that are very expensive here. So the Balikbayan box processes take advantage of that because there's a lot of things in the U.S. that are way more expensive over here. So
Yeah.
it's good to do that. So I've got a lot of kitchen stuff. And it was funny because when I got rid of a lot of my stuff, I knew there was an electrical current difference here in the Philippines. It's not the same as the US, so I just figured, well, I don't want to have to deal with all these different converters all over the house and everything. I'll just sell it and buy new stuff over here. But then when we found this house has 110 and 220. So it has the US electricity in the house. So it kind of makes it easy for me to just use some of my things from the US. So
Right.
what about you? You were living a life here with your boys and your family and in a routine, and now all of a sudden you've got a new person in the mix. And how do you think? I mean,
Well,
did you talk to your kids and ask them, are they okay with this? I mean, or just how did you get ready for me? Because that's a big change too.
well, actually, when I start talking to you before you come over here, because we all start talking not so long, then you come over here, and then I don't take a secret with my kids. I talk to them about you. So they know that before you arrives here is they're expecting that someone to meet, and then I told them, you had some, they call you Tito Joe. So yeah, I have, and the first time, yeah, I think they were accepted you, you know.
Yeah, I felt like that. I felt comfortable and accepted.
And also my mom as well, and some of my
Hmm.
family, because they're here when you arrive for a first time that you visit here, they're here. So
Yes.
yeah, something like that. So it's been a long time that, you know, I've been alone with raising with my kids, so they
Hmm.
understand about it.
Yes. Yeah, that was, I felt very welcomed by your family across the board. And even since then, we've gone down to, we've gone down to Taboo in the mountains and met some other family members. And your brothers have come up since then. Your other brother's come up with his wife and child. And it's been all wonderful, I think. It's been
Mm-hmm.
good.
Yeah. And I would like to say that, you know, because most of some of the, you know, foreigner here, I am going to say it's just, you know, sometimes the family will take advantage if they have, you know, a foreigner relatives that you had, you know, to be with. But you know, I was been married with American, and it's not happening to him because my family doesn't want to involve any, like, you know, money or something like that, you know, and then take advantage because I am married with him, and I am to be with him, so they have a right to ask, you know, something. But some other, yeah, they have experienced that, you know, they have take advantage by the family of their woman or their wife. It depends how you know, you explain to your family. But my family doesn't do that because everybody, they have their own, you know, they have their own life, and everybody has their own life. We don't have to rely for one on our relatives because maybe she can afford, you know, more than that you have, and then you can have it. But it's not like that. So my family is very respectful about, you know, the person that I am with, and they don't even, you know, ask for. Sometimes they come over to me, and you know, just something like to, you know, emergency needs and something like that. But they're willing. They're just going to return. But you know, one time that, you know, we just gave it for just, you know, because they're very helpful. Uh,
Yes, I feel that. I don't feel taken advantage of or being looked at for just because I'm a foreigner that I'm rich, right? Because I know that I have more than the locals, but I'm not going to flaunt it, and I'm going to be generous with it. And she knows that I'll help with anything that comes along. But I really want her family to look at me as a family member, not as, the cash,
ATM
not as
machine.
the ATM machine or the cash, because I want them to have a relationship with me for who I am, and I will always help and I will always do things to help, but I felt nothing but love from her family, so I'm very lucky, and I feel very good that this is a very good family to be part of. So, and I mean, along that, we've been in this house now since December, and my whole thoughts about it were that I wanted once I came into their lives, I wanted things to be better for them. And I wanted her boys to have their own bedroom, and they do now. Waji's room is right here with the blue behind Marlisa. And then VJ's room is over my shoulder in this dark area. There's a bedroom back there. So they have their own bedrooms, and it's like their own little private sanctuary. And before we moved in here, Waji was sleeping with Marlisa in the same bed. It was a big bed, and he was afraid to sleep in this room. And you tell him about that, that he's going to be a big boy now. Now he sleeps in it, and he loves his room now. So,
Oh yeah.
so it's good. So at first he was scared to sleep in there alone, but, you know, he's now come to love his room and loves the setup in there, and he spends all his time in there. He loves it. So I feel good about that. That the everybody, this house is not a two-story house; it's a one-story house, which is common in the U.S. But here in the Philippines, a lot of the newer houses are bigger. They have taller.
Yeah. The I think the purpose for this house because the owner of this she's an old woman, so this house is built for from her kids to build this for their mother, and their mother is old, so they make the the house easy for their mom to go around, not going upstairs, so that's why. And the house is you know um, really built well, and all the angle is like perfect outside inside, and it's very nice design of this house.
Very comfortable layout.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. So we're blessed with that. That was something we could never have imagined, this house. And it's just God working and behind the scenes that let him be in control, and he has the best things for us. And this is a pure example of that. I haven't, all the good things that have happened to me, I haven't had to do anything for them. God provided them, and I was worried about how things would turn out in this situation or that situation, but in the end, God is faithful and he will provide. And maybe not exactly what we want, but what we need. So I totally trust him with that, and this is a good example of that, I think. So, but I think that we should probably do, since Valentine's Day is tomorrow, maybe in the U.S. time, which would be Thursday morning, we do a Valentine's Day live stream and
Sure.
and talk about love and those type of topics, because that would be a good topic to talk about Valentine's Day.
Well, yes. All right. So, what else can I say?
So what else do you want to say? Anything else? Anything else?
Well, so far all my questions towards you is all answered. So,
Yeah. And I think that, it'll be a evolving thing. There'll be more questions that will come and things like that. But I'm very happy to be here in my retirement with her and her family in this paradise. And I know there's going to be trials and tribulations, and people are going to get sick and things are going to happen. But as long as we have each other and our love for each other and the family, it's going to be okay. We'll make it through it. So I wake up every day and just tell her how much I love her and how happy and lucky I am. And so I just can't express anymore. And we live a simple life here. I was talking to Marlisa about that. I hear a lot of vloggers doing things and conflicts and everything, and we don't really have that because we're not really around other foreigners here. This is there is a little place here.
yeah, there are a lot, some of the foreigners here, but they don't hang out as always. Some of them they are, have a meet up or somewhere that if I go to my other house to feed the dog every day, we pass by with those store that they hang around with.
There's like a
having
little
bear.
bar area,
Yeah.
a little public area.
But
where
they're
they
not
sit out.
many.
Not many.
Sometimes, we see them 5 or 3
Three or
less.
five guys sitting out there. That's about it, though. I don't see any other foreigners really.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then at the grocery store, if we go into Landers or something, they'll see some foreigners. But
Yeah.
I like it here that it's not overcrowded with that.
It's not like Iloilo or Dumaguete. That is a lot of a foreigner over
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
But they chose this place to live, and it's nice because maybe they come here for seeing a beautiful woman as well, because there are a lot of
Yeah.
uh, you want to experience what kind of people here. But here in my area, it's more on quiet, and everybody have their own privacy, and it's very quiet. That's why I choose to live this place, because it's very uh, accessible for all things, especially the school for my kids, and anything that you need. You just have to, you don't have to drive long. You just have to go to, take a trike outside, and then they bring you to the store, and then come back soon. Just maybe 5 minutes, 3 minutes that you're there already in the store. You can also walk. It's just a walking distance. So
Hmm.
everything, fruits, groceries, everything they have here, and which is good because it's good that you're near from everything that you need for the house. You know.
Yes, I agree. I think so too. So, what do you
Gosh.
think? I know we've got some motorcycles out there. A guy revving his engine. He must be working on it or something. But everything's great. Everything's good. We're settling into our life together, and we're
Yeah.
almost done with getting the paperwork for our marriage. So
Mm-hmm.
that's almost complete.
Yeah, it is complete. Hopefully, they don't ask with the legal capacity because if they ask for to require for that requirements to apply for the marriage, license, then we have to go to Cebu
Yeah.
to get that from the U.S. consulate.
Yeah, and when I looked at the embassy website, they said that the legal capacity, they weren't doing them anymore. They was suspended, but we've seen mixed signals from the government here in Bacolod, so we're going to see. We got everything together and we're going to submit it and we'll see what they say. If they say we have to get the legal capacity, then we'll have to go to Cebu and get that done, but we're going to try it without it and see what happens. We'll let you know.
Mm-hmm. Right. But this week we can't do those kind of processing because we have to work out with the plumber. Our water here supply, we have a city water, and
Hmm.
then we have also deep well water. That is, they have a pump. They put a pump and then supply the whole house. But the city water is not much. They have a time that no water, not much. So you can, you should have to have the bucket or the tub, the drum to keep the water.
Right.
And it's not much because of so many people using, so the water supply is not enough, strong enough. So what the owner days do, they have a deep well water, and then they get the pump from the deep well and supply the whole house. So you have to turn off the city water if you don't want to use. And I think it's too long already, 20 years old since
But it's
this
in great
house.
shape. All the
Yeah,
all the machinery back there is great.
the water is getting dirty, and we decided to put the filter. So yesterday we went out to get the filter to put that, and we can have the clean water to go inside supplying the house. And supposed to be today, the guys, the plumber and the electric person, they will have to start working today. So that's what we were waiting for.
Hmm. Yeah, so we've always got things going on here, keeping us busy, but life is great and just excited to be sharing it together. So,
Life is good if you found a good person and the right person.
yes.
Is it's happy, and you never think anything. You don't have to worry anything, and you were, you know, comfortable. You don't have to, doubt or something because you were in the right person. You know, if you don't, if you're found it, not the right person, the wrong person for you, it's everything is something like it's not complete.
Hmm.
It's something like you have to doubt, you have to think about it, and you have to worry about it. But if you found the right person, then everything is just peaceful, is perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
Because me, I am kind of woman that I am not what's this fancy. And I am not so maarte. Maarte is like high maintenance for self, self maintenance. And I'm just, being me. I don't have to change,
Yeah, I love that.
myself. I don't have to change my looks to be impressed by someone, that you have to be with American, and then you look like simple like that, because most of these women here, when they're married, maybe they're already like that when they have a boyfriend, then full of makeups, but you have to respect that. That's their
Yeah,
hobby. They're not happy if they don't have makeup or whatever,
yeah,
and that's their hobby. So me, I just like simple sometimes, and I'm just walk, because he's very simple also. He can wear short shirt. We go to the mall sometimes, as long as the clean that you wear, there's no problem.
yeah,
And formal, it's, you don't need to dress up or something like that, to be
yeah,
look fancy and rich, something like that.
yeah.
So
That's
me,
the
I'm very simple.
Yeah, and I am too, and I think that's a good thing for us that we fit good together because we're not about you know the things of life. It's more about the relationship and spending time together, and it's not about what I buy her or what she does for me. That shows obviously it shows love when you do things for other people, but she doesn't have to do anything for me to love her. It's just the way she is. So it's there's no fear or anything about did I do enough today to make him love me. No, I'm going to love her regardless. So it doesn't matter. So
Well, the love is not based on what thanks that you give.
right.
It's not based about, what you provide. It's based about, the love that you appreciate,
Yep.
that you have it.
It's
And
the
that is
best kind.
supposed to be,
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
the best kind. Uh-oh, there are the dogs. So we probably should sign off and we'll be back on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So I guess tomorrow morning, we're going to live again. And today we just want to say and hi, to everybody.
Yep.
I know everybody is ready for work tomorrow because of, it's just done with the weekend there in the US. So, but I appreciate for all of you guys that, you're watching, and also the people that is not here, and especially to my loyal and very kind subscriber. And Sir Babsy, I know you're not here, because if you're here, you're already comment.
Yes.
So hello to you, and I wish you have a good day and good night there. So yeah, see you on tomorrow again. And for now, we have to sign off. And thank you for being with us.
Yeah.
We
Salamat.
really appreciate. What did you say?
I said salamat.
You learn.
Yes.
Salamat.
Salamat.
Ay,
Bye-bye,
nako.
everybody.
Good night. My legs. Hmm.